Good morning, guys. This is probably going to be a few videos that I will either put together into one long video or pieces of videos. Because I got to move the camera and all this other stuff because I'm going to show you drop down. This past week it came to my attention that my season of planning has changed. And those that are a part of my Patreon will know that y'all guys have been seeing a new planner layout, and it's very big. We've done the whole April setup of this planner, and it was good. It's a great planner system. The planner pages I will be putting out because I'm sure someone can use them. And it worked, except it became a problem. And here's the problems that I had with the big planner. I can't take this with me. Yes, it fits in my bag, but it fills up my bag. I can't plan on the go. I have to be here to plan. And that was an issue. And then there was tasks. In the new planner setup, we use the hourly timed section. This. And as you see, I ended up sticking a half letter in there to lay out my plans for the day, to lay out my view of everything with boxes and checklists, and that wasn't working. Tasks were not getting done because there was no built-in place for tasks, and most of my job now is task. You'll notice that YouTube videos weren't going out, Patreon videos weren't going out, things were delayed, unfortunately. And then I was covering my ass, working extra time, getting things done. But also, and this was pointed out to me, is my life's changed. I now have a partner that has a set job to go to. He has to be there at a specific time. I've started going to the gym to improve my health. I work for multiple networks now. I've worked for them for a while, but now they're getting a little bit heated. Duties and responsibilities on those networks have changed. So this wasn't working for me. The big planner wasn't working for me. And I have began incorporating the Moxie life in my planning life, in my goal setting life, and we're going to talk about that and why I like that. However, I think that we're done with the big planner. So I got frustrated, I got aggravated, I got sick of my to-do list just driving me down, and the planner not doing what I needed. It's very pretty, it's very functional, and yes, these pages will go up in my Patreon, in the barista chat for this. However, so I took a little bit of a journey this past 2 weeks. I started planning out in paper, just writing stuff out that I needed to get done, and that worked fairly okay. And now I need to switch cameras, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so season of life changed. It changed probably around the 3rd. And that's about when I stopped even paying attention, doing what I needed to do, and having to put in these these little cutouts and inserts, which is very bullet style planning. And I thought, okay, this'll maybe work itself out. I wasn't really using the journaling section. I didn't do my weekly reflections. I never touched this weekly budget. And then around the 4th is when everything just blew the fuck up for me. When I realized that shit wasn't getting done. I wasn't finding the information I needed in my planner, and this couldn't move with me. So, I've done some checklist things about things that I needed in a planner, things that I wanted in a planner, and I thought, well, I'll just go back to my A5. We love an A5. I went deep into it. I sat down, started making important to-do lists to go through and check off, pop that in. This is very handy. I'm going to keep this in here, although this is no longer its plan. So I'll go off to Hobby Lobby. Let me see if I still have it in here, or if I've literally bought the insert and threw it, because I did end up throwing a good bit away. And we printed and redone all the key components because, like, the Moxie Life thing I need. I'm seeing great improvement in my life that way. And we bought these lovely inserts. Problem is these lovely inserts don't have enough for me. They don't fit enough on here for me to do. And then the weekly inserts. There's my intentions page. So I was still trying to copy what I had, but it didn't really work for me. And I didn't like these because, of course, they have Bible verses on them. So this wasn't working. So I'm like, fine, I will go ahead and do a printout and, I'll just draw my own. I'll just say, fuck it, I'll draw my own and we'll just use that. That's what we'll do. Well, that blew up like a hot turd on Tuesday in the middle of the desert sun because, for those that don't know, I am not an artist. Like, I even filled out the monthly here that we created. Isn't that a nice one? So, I was going to do the bullet journal A5 Life, research the hell out of this method. Thought, oh, this will be great and wonderful and grand, and it'll all work out. Well, guess what, guys? It didn't. I can't draw worth shit. I can't use a ruler and draw a straight line and for it to work out. So what is Aeson going to do? Well, Aeson's going to do something different, and let me get you my new planner lineup. And I said planners, not just planner. So this is going to go into the file box. Will I go back to a big one? Yeah, I might. I don't know. But this one's going into the file and getting put away for right now. So let me bring out you my new planner stack. So this is an example of the failed task list bullet journaling style doing things, which looks very basic, very nice. Does it mean that it'll work for me? Yes. Things that I can't do here, and it drives me insane, is I need this page over here. And I need this page over here, because when this is on my desk, I need to be able to mark this off easily. And then, as you see, this just drives me insane. There's no room for any creativity. There's no room for adjustments. It set the Aeson off. So that was my example of trying to bullet journal. And I still, appointments, I may have 20 appointments that day. I may have this I thought I could do for meal planning. There's no place for me to track my water, no place for me to track my sugar. It's a good basis, but I could only use it literally every other day. Like here's Saturday, and I thought, okay, well, I'll just draw that. That didn't work either. So this is what I've done for about 2 days, and I said I can't make it work. I just can't make it work. So we will take that out and add that to the pile of failed ideas. We are keeping this because this is going to be useful in the future. So that goes in there. And come on, there you go. By the way, this is a 6-ring binder, A5 size. I really like it. All right. Let's go back here and get some. This tab. Let's pop that in there. The whole reason I wanted something was because I needed a divider. There's this. And I just found it a minute ago, and I'm going to keep it, which is my monthly calendar. As you see, it's not punched right. It isn't fitting the same size. That's okay. We will deal with it, at least for the next few months. Here is the important to-do list, and these are just basic things, but it's great to give me a start. And then I'm going to throw, I don't know, this amount of paper in there. Try to make it a day per page, and then put the May tab in. I'm not putting a monthly calendar in here because I didn't make one. And then the June tab in. And this is going to be my journal. My journal is going to get its own little place to go live. And I've got dot grid paper in here if I want to draw or sketch something out. But that's where this is going to go. Alright. Okay, as you guys know, I have to plan things in major way advance. Like, this is what April looks like in advance. I have things planned out all year long, 12 months. So why don't I just take this out and put this in my planner? Well, the problem is because this is cute, but it was another setup for another planner, and I don't want to take that setup down because if I have to, I can fall back to this. And I can use this if I need to. This is called a teacher layout. It's 7 days, then 5 boxes a day. So I have this pre-made setup ready to go for April because I went through and set up almost a whole quarter in this in case I wanted to move to this. So I'm going to keep this. It has really good stuff. It already has my May calendar. It has all my major events. It's my long-term calendar. So this is the big view of everything. And I'm going to use this to plan the big views of everything. Those whole 4 calendars in the front of my planner are going to go into here. Because big views help me a lot. Because sometimes I need to see a big view of what all is going on. So there's that. So we have the journal that can do anything I need it to do. I can lay out designs. I can write in it in A5. We have my big yearly overview calendar, which I'm going to continue using. And then we have our old trusted friend. This one if you guys will remember, at the beginning of the year, I had Happy Planner Classic broke down by month in a shelf in here. But I also bought a lot of undated inserts for a reason, because I know the season of my life changes, and this is what has occurred. We're going to go for a quarter in the Classic Happy Planner with the Moxie Life components. And that's going to be another video I'm going to do is about my Moxie Life. The Moxie Life pieces and the things that I've added and that type of thing. So here is the April view undecorated. I just put it together. These are from undated inserts, and I want undated from now on. That way, as my seasonal life changes, I can change without having great pain. For this quarter, we're going to have 1 monthly calendar. Then we're going to have our monthly goals, which we went over those. I kept the same goals, although my scores changed, and we'll talk about that. And then this is the monthly forecasted box of everything that was being stored in my brain that needed to be on paper. We have my weekly to-dos, part of them. I've got to add more in here. We have my weekly email marketing, newsletter parts, Under the Table and Dreaming, YouTube channel schedule, Keen schedule, secondary network schedule, gym schedule, all that. What's missing? Well, this is my mind map of everything Aeson has to have done in a month. These have to be done weekly. Some of these have to be done daily. So that's just a mind map. It's to get it out of my head. And then I have 2 blank pages. The 2 blank pages will be for me to fill out more details, like what videos I'm doing each week and all that stuff will go here. Top priorities list. This is out of the Girls with Goals packet. It has 5 priorities. I'm going to fill that out in a little bit. I think that I'm going to use this as my compound projects. What priorities, what things am I wanting to get done in this month? Top 5 things. Then we have my weekly actions page with a dashboard week on 1 page. things I need to buy, my errands, my importance, and my focus. Now this here will probably be decorated out. And I could stop there. And I could probably function fairly somewhat. However, I'm going back to having daily pages. The only thing I don't like about this is this area here. The schedule part is totally blank. And I hate this section up here, this today's focus. So this will either become decorative or functional. This here will be my schedule. This will be my to-do list. These top 3 priorities, that may get changed to something new. And then I've got 2 boxes down here. So I'm going to set this up, and then I will give you a finished flip through. And then we're going to go into May. And here is May. And I'm going to fill that out and have that ready. May, out of the big planner, the big view planner, and June's big view planner. And then in June, we will go through this again, and we will see where we're at, how we feel about it, and what we're going to do from there. Will we go to the A5? Franklin Covey? Will we go to the Moxie Life if they've got refills in? I do think that I want to go to the Moxie Life notebooks in the A5. But we're going to see if my life can get contained into this one planner with the 2 accompaniments. Well, 3 accompaniments, because we also have Aeson's shopping notebook. And I've not shown you guys this. I think I'm going to right now. I have just a divider. This is my cooking list. You know, Sundays are slow cook, Mondays are slow cook, Tuesdays are taco night, Wednesdays I'm cooking, Thursdays I'm cooking, Fridays is a slow cook, Saturday a slow cooker. This actually needs updated. This is an older one. Then I have a Better Together. This is more for receipts. This is again for receipts. This is my coupons. And this is normally my cash. And then I've got half sheets in here for my shopping list. I recently cleaned this out too because it got very full. It needs more shopping list. I'm going to probably have to go get another half-page packet and put in there, but this is good for now. So this is what we're going to be using for the next quarter. We're going to have the daily planner, the big view planner, we'll call it the monthly planner. We're going to have an A5 journal that I'm just writing stuff in, and then we're going to have my shopping list tags. So that's my planner stack up for this quarter, and I'm going to stick to this. I'm literally getting rid of everything that does not fit this box, and then we're going to go from there. So what's my point in showing you this? Well, a few things. One, when something isn't working, change it. The planners from me are a tool. They're just like my tarot cards. If my deck stops talking to me today, you'll see me in a new deck within the week. If I don't just pull another one out of there. 2, to challenge myself to see if I can get through this quarter with the setup. And during that, I'm going to be evaluating, what do I need? Do I need a day? Do I need 2 pages a day? Do I need 1 page a day? Can I move down to an A5 later? In the 3rd quarter, I'm hoping to go to an A5 Halifax or Franklin Covey, depending on the inserts, depending on paper quality, because there are things that are important to me. I gotta have good paper quality. I can't just be bleeding through. It's gotta have room for me to be able to just write, because I do a lot of just writing out plans, ideas, thoughts, creativity. And to 3, to show you that, yeah, it's been a while, it's been a wild ride, but we're to this point. We're actually probably back where we started at the first of the year, but better because I don't have dated inserts. It is going to take a little bit more work. I'm going to show you each week a flip through after I have it set up, what we're doing, where things are headed, and also show you that, yeah, planning changes. Your life changes in seasons. And I'm not talking, it's spring, let's change it now. I'm talking about things changing in your life, and you have to adapt your tools for it. So with those changes comes a lot of things, and hopefully, because this is mobile, this literally can fit in my briefcase. The parts I need can fit in my briefcase. The rest can live on my desk. Like the yearly view, I don't need that. I don't need that in a meeting. I don't need that outside the gym when I get a phone call. I don't need that anywhere. The A5 is my dream planner. It is the way for it to go right into my purse everywhere it goes with me. I used to be an A5, and then things got busier. And they're getting back to being a little bit busier, but also a lot more condensed. So hopefully we'll get back to the A5, and the Happy Planner is a good substitute because they're about the same. I mean, size-wise, they're the same. Like, and that was impressive when I set them on top of each other. I saw that no, the A5 is about the same size. So that's what made me go back to Happy Planner Classic. But I need undated so that I can create and change and more things to where I need them. Alright guys, you guys have a good little bit of a day, and look for more planning videos because I still got to set this week up. Alright, bye y'all.
This song's for the winners, never giving up, never giving in when life gets tough. This song's for the soldiers, never call it quits. Live for the challenge, they can never get enough of this. Song's for the winners, never giving up, never giving in when life gets tough. This song's for the soldiers, never call it quits. Live for the challenge, they can never get enough of this. Once upon a time we were dreaming, now we're on the come up, steady scheming. We ain't got a lot, but you know we believe in what we feel in our hearts as we reach for the ceiling. They all just frowned and shook their heads. I nodded with a smile and took their bets. Came out on top and they all on the losing end. Nothing turned out how they thought it really should have been. And I ought to thank them for real. Gave me the fire, they turned me to steel. If love is war, life is a